I think we have a go there, Houston.
Train, 16 coaches long.
Now you see why. Well, let's get the dust blown off this thing. Handy little gizmo. One of the first things that I did here before I started doing this track cleaning again was I did notice that with these tunnel entrances, that unless you have a very small hand, you're not getting in there. And the video that I watched, and I'm going to put it right up here, is he talks about not particularly cleaning the track, but getting the oxidation off of the track. Anyway, I'm not the expert. Check this guy. He is Ron. He's pretty awesome, and thank this dude over here for giving me that information to look at, because I think it's going to work out really well. What I did, was I went through and carefully, if you look at my tunnel entrances here, I carefully removed these entrances so I can now take them off. And they look terrible like that, but they fit right back in place, and you can't tell. Of course they did break, but they ain't no big deal. You know, this thing's, there it is, and you can't tell. So anyway, the reason why I pulled those off is now my hand fits all the way in there, and that'll help me be able to get the oxidation and everything off all the tracks all the way in. So I've removed all of the ones throughout, all the way, all 4 of them. So I can't get my hand up in there to get to the track. And these little boogers, you know, he talked about the good and the bad about these track blocks, whatever you want to call they are. And you know that I think they do have a purpose, and I'm going to use this first. But he suggested giving it a good cleaning, so let's go do it. See if any of this stuff comes off on it. Oh yeah. So we'll clean the block, and then I'm going to do the track with this method first. There you go. It's a lot cleaner. Yep, after I get those done, I'm going to go ahead and revisit this file and work in around these tracks again and get off any extra material that wasn't there. So I'm going to revisit that on all my crossings. On all my crossings, I'll revisit that again. Here, and down here. I've already cleaned up some of them, so I am going to go ahead and revisit that again. Let me get that done. The other thing is I was having an issue with these 2 crossings here, so I'm going to give a good go at these 2 and get some of the material off in here. Okay, I'm going to work them both ways, here and here. I'll get back with you. Okay, that looks like it. And I'll just get the vacuum after it and clean up all the loose material here. Okay, I've already finished doing this track, and you can take a look at this track. I don't know if you can see if I can get there. You go. There's some shine. This track, I'll show you how the train runs on it, but that's the track after cleaning and doing this deoxidation and healing the track. Basically, I went from this block to cleaning it with mineral spirits, to healing the track, to cleaning it up with mineral spirits. The track all the way around looks really good, awful shiny. Probably not real realistic, but it's, but you know, at this point it works. And this part of the track right here, this spur off here, I did not do yet. And then I was amazed to see how bad, I don't know if this thing will focus in on that or not, but how bad that track actually is, and all the oxidation and everything on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the process that I did on the whole track, but I'm gonna do it on here to here on video here so I can show you exactly what I did. Okay, he talked about a couple different things. One of them was the use of one of these track blocks, and then he said sandpaper and just some chemicals. I elected this, so what I did was I cleaned the track block. It made sense that the contaminants, not dirt, but the contaminants and the corrosion and stuff would just build up on this. So I did wash this, and after I'd do a little section, and I'd wash it again and whatever. But all I did was what we normally do is, I'm just gonna do this section here. I just rubbed over the track to get any of the contaminants, and it did shine up the top of the track. And I didn't want to do it a whole lot, but I'm only going to do that section there. And then I took it, he was talking about on the inside edge of these rails, so I gave them a little special attention by kind of doing this. I'm trying to use everything that the guy was saying to some extent. Okay, that looks good there. Let me get the vacuum after it. Okay, this thing did pick up a lot of stuff. You could see it on the block itself, so I will just wash it after I do each little section here to make sure that it doesn't get re-put down on any part of the track. Also, it leaves the some of the material, because this is so rough, if it hits the tracks and other stuff and the ties, it leaves a bunch of the material down on the track. So vacuuming that out, I'm not going to tell you, I vacuumed it out. Okay, let me hit it with some mineral spirits. I just went to the local place here and bought some regular odorless mineral spirits. It's going to wipe her down. Okay, mineral spirits. And he talked about the use of alcohol and why not to use it. It has water in it if you don't have the other one, whatever. Mineral spirits, he said it was the best thing, so I just went ahead with that. And you could tell that, yeah, it did take off quite a bit of stuff. So I'm going to go on the inside edge of these, and it keeps taking off some more. Yeah. Okay. So I needed some stainless steel washers, and so I went to Home Depot. Home Depot's got them in bigger sizes. And you just basically, because stainless steel is supposedly, I'm not trying to teach you this, I'm just telling you what it says. And if you watch this video, you'll see stainless steel is harder than the track metal, and all it does is just fills in all the gaps and starts a healing process on that metal. So I plan on doing this a lot. It looks like it shines it up well. Then I flip my rag over to get away from that dirty spot. And I'm going to do the track again. Still pulling some stuff up off there, but that could be some of the coloring that I put down on those track ties also. Okay, it looks much better. And the last thing I did was I took this no ox ID, and boy, I got enough here for about 1,000,000 years, and I just put a little bit on my rag here, not a whole lot, and I just lightly went over the track. Now, I'm not trying to lube the track. All I'm trying to do is put something down there to keep the corrosion from just coming back. And I'm running that along that inside that rail. It does, you can not see it at all. It's just a very light coating of it. That's all I did. Now, is that the right way to do it? Now, I'll go back and revisit the video and find out, but I just wanted a little bit on there so I can stop the oxidation from coming back right quick. Okay, looks good. So I'm going to hit it with a quick vac again. And that's it. Now do that to the rest of the track. I've done that to the rest of the track. Let's see what the train actually does. Speed step 1. Well, that's promising. It's never worked on speed step 1 before. I won't bore you. I'm gonna let it go all the way around in speed step 1. We'll see how it does. One thing I am noticing is that when it moves slow, you can really see the imperfections where the track connections are at, the little dips. This is speed step 3, by the way. 1 was just a tad slow. No hiccups due to crossings. Okay, let's fast forward this. Big dipsy doodle there. Sorry about that. Okay, it's went all the way around at slow speed, not one hiccup. It loves this track like that. It's shiny, but this thing didn't hiccup at all. So I'm going to speed her up. Let's take her up to about a 10. Not one hiccup through there. Amazing. Well, let's try. Headlights on. Oh yeah. I think we have a go there, Houston.